So let's talk about your background.
Okay.
So your father is James Prince,
Yes, sir.
AKA Lil J. And I had just interviewed Scarface. I had just interviewed Willie D.
Okay.
Ghetto Boys was one of my favorite groups
Okay.
of all time. You know, I bought not the first Ghetto Boys album, but the first like big album, the one with the mug shots. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. Who's that? Who's on there? Ready Red? Is it Red on there?
Yeah, Ready Red, Bushwick Bill, Willie D, and Scarface.
I can see it.
Yep. And that was, I feel like, the start of Southern hip hop. You know, not to say that was the very first group that ever came out, you know, rap group or rapper that came out the South, because I know that's not true. But in terms of the impact that it made, it was almost like the NWA of the South.
Okay.
Would you agree with me on that?
I can agree. I feel like not just Rap a Lot, but the Ghetto Boys, we put a stamp on the South and kind of, know what was going on down here besides on the East Coast and the West Coast. Because I know, like my dad always told me, like he always look at the West Coast as a piece of bread and the East Coast as another piece, and the South, we the meat. We got all the flavor. So
right.
That's where it came at.
Now, how old were you during the early days of Rap a Lot?
Man, I mean, I was a baby. Rap a Lot started in 86, 87, and I was born in 87, so.
So were you in the studios like early on when they were recording some of the stuff?
I really, I doubt it. I doubt it. My dad, he always like kept us away from like that life. You know what I'm saying? Like he never really, as a child, we never listened to profanity, and he kind of kept us away from that. So as we got older, we started trying to, tap into it and not. So, I wasn't around. I've been to the studios and everything, but it wasn't an atmosphere for me as a kid.
That's interesting because the CEO of one of the most profanity-ridden groups, like in history, keeps his kids away from the profanity.
Yeah, my dad is really big on family and God and all that, and he feels like he done it all. We shouldn't have to take certain routes and do certain things. So he has provided us with everything we need. So why not take advantage of that?
So what was it like growing up with your dad? Because your dad is a very respected figure in the South and in music in general. At what point did you realize who your dad was?
I realized it more just growing up, man, because just being around a guy like my father, you see the respect level that he has, and people acknowledging him, and just around the world. I hear oh, your dad is the man or whatever, and I'm like, okay, like that's my dad. But me growing up and seeing the moves he make and seeing how he move and how people react to him, it was like, okay, it's deeper than that. So that was more of the level that when I see it, it was like, okay, we on to something now. Let's just figure it out.
Yep. Now the interesting thing about J Prince is that a lot of people know him from the music side, but like he owned like a car dealership when he was like 20 years old, and he had a lot of different businesses. Like explain sort of the entirety of J Prince's empire for people that don't know.
Someone that's from Fifth Ward, Texas, that didn't have much growing up, but was blessed enough to find a way to get past all that. He's he put God first. That's first of all. Before we do anything, he always taught us to pray, and we always went to Bible study and church every Sunday. No matter how late he was out, he'll stay up and I don't know, because like we go to church, I think it was like 9:45 or 11:45, and we'll just see him coming in, and he'll get up, let's go to church, y'all. Like my dad loved animals growing up. Like he always hunted or had chickens or like all that stuff, and he was into like building cars too, old antique cars. So that's where his first love was, like growing up in boxing. he loved boxing before anything. And the way he came with Rap-A-Lot was, my uncle, Thelton, was, he rapped. And my dad, he told his brother, like, if you go to school or whatnot, I'll help you pursue your dream. And they called him Sir Rap-A-Lot. That was his rap name. So that's how he got the name Rap-A-Lot.
Oh, your dad was a rapper?
No, his brother.
His brother was a rapper named Sir Rap-A-Lot.
So that's how he named the label Rap-A-Lot.
Ah, okay. We just learned some hip hop history right now.
Yeah.
I love it. So it seems like when there's conflict in hip hop, certain rappers don't get along or whatever else. Because I remember I had interviewed Lil Flip.
Okay,
and
T.I.
I asked Lil Flip how this long-standing war with T.I. finally got resolved, and he said,
"We sat down. We had a conversation. Yep."
Okay, and this was face to face over the phone?
Nah, it was a meeting, face to face. Me, him, and Jas Prince, and yeah, we sat down and had a.
Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised at Jas Prince? It was the third person in this meeting.
Right.
Okay, so Jas Prince was the one that kind of reached out to the both of y'all and basically said y'all need to work it out.
Right. That's how it went.
Yeah, I was there.
You were there.
I was there.
How did that conversation go?
I mean, that's the thing. It's not too much conversation when it comes from my old man. He lay it out there, and if whatever side we agree is that, and that's where it comes with the respect level that people have for him. So it's not really too much of lip wrestling, as he would say. So things get pretty resolved around here.
Why do you think that there's so many people go to your dad to resolve these type of issues?
Respect. I mean, you can't buy respect. And it's something that has, been through the roots for a long time. So it's beyond just saying he is, he's Jas Prince, they have, respect for him, and he showed the same love to everyone. So it's not no greedy or air, it's him. It's my dad, a quiet man on the phone all day.
Your dad runs Rap-A-Lot, and he's been involved in the hip hop industry for a long time. And in the industry, there's a lot of bullshit.
True.
There's a lot of shady characters. There's a lot of deals, that don't go through, false promises. There's the street element of it. When you talk about how you've been raised and your dad not allowing you to hear cuss words, taking you to church all the time.
Summer jobs, all that.
Did he try to keep you away from the music industry, or
No,
when you told
never.
him you want to do it, he embraced it?
Never. He never tried to keep us away. Like, he always, he let us grow, but, tell us what's right or wrong. And I just found my love for music just being a Rap-A-Lot during the summer. I started at Rap-A-Lot. I started sweeping floors. It was my summer job. I swept floors at Rap-A-Lot, and I moved up to work in the mail room, like putting a package together, and like street team. Then I moved into the office. That's when I was like, okay, let's get it. So that's when I had a talk when I was like, this is what I want to do. And he was like, what you want to do? Go find something with a buzz. And I was like, I could do that. So I went out and before that, I was getting all the features for all the albums. I got Trey songs on the Bun B album. I got who was that? Snoop on Devin's album. I got Wayne. I was just the person, just a go-getter. Like I don't know. I'm a strong believer in, like, I'm passionate. When I believe in something, I go for it. I don't like no. Don't tell me no, because I'm gonna find a way to make it happen.